Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, welcome back. Spring is coming and with this we have this lovely top spring fragrances video. I picked 10 of them, I hope you will like them and they will give you some ideas as well. Let's kick off this session with Jo Malone Peony and Blush Spate. This is lovely floral rose fresh fragrance, launched back in 2013. Top notes we have red apple, middle notes are peony, rose, carnation and jasmine, and base note is Spate, therefore it's not a vegan scent. However, this screams for me spring. Not many people are including this fragrance into top 10 and I don't believe it's everyone's taste. However, for floral scent lovers, I think this is something to consider as a spring must-have. To be honest, guys, the comments on Fragrantica really made me laugh. Somebody wrote that this smells like a grandma, giving wealthy, stylish grandma. And many people actually are referring to this fragrance smelling like sophisticated rich, whether grandma or in her late 20s, signature scent worthy. I saw a comment, a perfume that gives off old money vibes. You know, there is something about floral fragrances. It's not for everybody, and sometimes they need to grow on you. I remember when I first smelled this fragrance, I really liked it. I had a weird relationship with Jo Malone fragrances. I liked so far only Mimosa one, but then I realized that I liked more like this Myrden Tonka and the one with pomegranate noir. And then I get to this fragrance. And for a long time, I didn't buy it. And then I bought it secondhand and I was like, oh, I'm not really a fan. But I started to spray it here and there. And I must say, it will really grow on you. Give it a chance. Test it, sample it, and let me know. Another fragrance that I believe belongs to top 10 spring fragrances is Jean Paul Gaultier Divine. You know from my previous review, I really like this fragrance. I love the bottle. I like everything about it. And it's very fresh in the opening, quite aquatic, marine, sweet white floral. And this was launched last year, 2023. From the top notes we are talking about calypso, red berries and bergamot. Middle notes are lily, ylang ylang and jasmine, and base notes are meringue, musk and patchouli. When I spray it, the opening is quite fresh and sweet, very punchy to the face. And when I check the comments, just out of curiosity, they said that it's beautiful, well balanced. Some of them they say that they doesn't like it, but in the air it's beautiful. Some of them dislike ylang ylang, which, to be honest, it's also very tricky note for me in the fragrances, but here I believe it's nice, or it's got lost because it doesn't bother me, to be honest. Why do I believe this will be a great scent for the spring is that this particular scent will beautifully open in the weather, like after the rain of a hot or like mildly hot day, or where there is a little bit of wind but it's sunny and the flowers are blooming. Oh my gosh, this will be it. I can imagine this fragrance to be worn rather on a daily basis, but it could be worn also to some afternoon or evening events. Definitely office approved, in my view. And yes, if you don't have it, guys, yet, buy it. Number 3. Giorgio Armani C Eau de Parfum Intense, or C Intense version 2023. Lovely vanilla, fruity rose, fruity spicy scent. Top note is blackcurrant, middle notes are May rose and Havana, base notes are bourbon, vanilla, and black tea. Guys, if you're a lover of C, this is like 5 points better. I was a big fan of Classic C. I used it a lot in the past, but I just got over it. And so many people in my surroundings own this fragrance because it's wonderful. This one has the classic DNA, but it's much more uplifting. I also have C Intense version 2021 that is quite dark and syrupy. This one is not. As Classic C, you can wear it during the day, during the evening. It can be a party scent. A lot of people will stop by and recognize this scent because C is very popular. For sure you will get many compliments. Armani C is great for everyday wear, afternoon, evening, even a party scent. It could be worn by elegant lady, by anybody. And actually, quite an important thing, there's no patchouli in this scent. So even the patchouli haters can try this scent and maybe even like it. It really made me laugh on Fragrantica. Somebody wrote, it's like an original Spate on steroids. Plus the tea note is very calming. Very true, guys. Must try. Fragrance again from a sweeter group. Very vanilla coconut sweet rose citrus scent, La Nuit Trésor Nude by Lancome. This fragrance was launched back in 2020. It has a top note of bergamot, middle note is rose, base notes are vanilla and coconut, pretty simple. This fragrance though, it's not a safe blind buy for everybody. Also myself, I need to have a mood for this fragrance. But whenever I smell it, it gives me like a feeling of hope. I don't know if it's related to the fact that I wore it during my pilgrimage to Santiago de Compostela in Spain. And there when I sprayed it and I walked the whole day with the hope of a better life. So whenever I sniff this scent, it brings me back to that time and it gives me like this positivity and the power to move further. In general, I don't wear this fragrance during very hot days, during winter, and I use it in a very specific time of the year. I would tend to say this is better for dates or evening activities. You can wear it to the office, however, it might be a case that you will get a headache. If you are overly sweet fragrance lover, you might be able to bear the scent itself in the office, but don't overspray because you might kill your co-workers. And yes, it's very feminine, very lovely, as all of La Nuit Trésors is on the heavier side, but still very suitable for the spring in my view. And if you are seeking for a nice coconut scent, this might be it as well. Even though the coconut is not a prime of this scent, you can still have that kind of like coconutty milkiness there. Issey Miyake Nectar, the Issey Premier Flower. This is one of my most successful random bind blinds. This is such a wonderful scent. And believe me guys, I sprayed it in the morning, in the afternoon at 3 p.m. without respraying. I got compliment that I smell nice. And what is it? Can you imagine? I couldn't feel it on myself anymore. But apparently this lasted that long time. That person, and it was a male, could smell it on me. This is a fruity, floral, fresh and white floral scent. Also launched in 2020. We have here in the top notes Nashi pear and fruits. Nashi pear, you know, it's a very, very bright note, yet sweet and yet very juicy. I have it also in Escada, this hard red one, which I really like. Oh my gosh, Nashi pear is a great note. Then we have in the middle peony and jasmine, and base notes are white musk and sandalwood. Wonderful scent. Just a note, if you are a floral fragrance lover with less sweetness, this might not be it. As I've seen some comments, this might be too sweet for some people. For me, it's not. But I can imagine that to be an issue for people who prefer fresh florals, less sweet ones. And even though in the opening it's very bright, very juicy, as I said, due to Nashi pear, more towards the dry down, it becomes a bit on a heavier side. Now, again, I know, again, I'm having this fragrance in top spring fragrances. I really, really like it for spring. I cannot help myself. I try to not include J'adore by Dior because I always talk about the scent. That's my must-have in spring collection, but this one is also the one. And why I'm saying that? Because it's not that known, and this is such a lightweight, lovely, feminine scent. I feel like that cannot be like more feminine scent than this. This must be likable by everybody. It's slightly sweet. It's floral. It's fresh. Sparkling Blush by Michael Kors. Oh, finally I said it. Was launched in 2018. Top notes are lychee, pear, pink pepper, and bergamot, very bright and juicy notes. Middle notes are frangipani, magnolia, jasmine, rose, and lily. Base notes are vanilla, sandalwood, amber, and vetiver. So you can see there are white florals. There are, these flowers or floral notes that are very watery, very bright and light, especially lily, magnolia, jasmine gives you this cleanliness. Yes, it's a really beautiful scent. I cannot imagine more feminine scent than this. This must be likable by every single human being on the earth. If I would like to go on a date and convince my boyfriend I'm the cutest girl on the earth, I would choose this scent. So guys, hurry to buy it if you don't have it. Armani My Way Nectar, another wonderful spring fragrance. Could be also worn during summer, but spring is definitely a prime for this scent. This is white floral, citrus, aquatic, sweet ozonic scent. It was launched actually this year, 2024. In the top notes we have pear, orange blossom, and bergamot. Whenever there is a pear and bergamot in the opening, especially bergamot make it very bright. Pear makes the fragrance very juicy, slightly sweet. Orange will give a tartness. Middle notes are violet leaf, tuberose, and jasmine. Base notes are white musk, cedarwort, and bourbon vanilla. Funny enough, some people say that this is a sweeter version of My Way. That's also my case. Some other people say that My Way is sweeter than this one. I guess that also depends on the taste. It's definitely very lovely, white, floral, creamy scent. Creamy in a way, I said in my review that it really gives you this vibe that there is a gem in it. Gem on the top of My Way. Such a lovely, lovely scent. And I'm saying it about every fragrance in this top 10 because I really like them. This is great everyday scent for all ages, maybe 20 something and till the end of the times will lean more towards this scent than teenagers. Otherwise, great scent for the office, for everyday wear. If you're working with people, it opens in the air very beautifully. It's feminine and yes. Another 2024 release is Lancome La Vie Belle Rose Extraordinaire. I just made recently a review on this fragrance. It's great all around the year scent, but I think also the prime of this scent will be spring as well as summer. This is sweet rosy fragrance. And yes, there are florals, but as I said, for me, the opening seems like there is a fruit. Of course, there is a citrus. Citrus is a fruit, yes. But I think maybe it's not disclosed, but there is something like some sweet fruit in it. And it's such a bright opening of this fragrance. Then, of course, towards the dry down, you can get more and more the classic La Vie Belle scent. It's not that powdery. If that is your concern, of course, there is a powderiness. I would categorize La Vie Belle as a powdery scent. So if you are not a lover, this might not be the top of the pop for you, but definitely it has a place in my top 10, and it should be in a top 10 of any powdery fragrance lover. I'm all the time wondering how on earth they can make more than 30 variation of one scent, but they really can. And as I said, like, I have Iris one and We, and they are different. This one, Rose Extraordinaire, is very different from Iris, which is super powdery, more on the sibling side with We, which is also bright and has citruses. But yes, this is for any age, everyday, lovely scent. If you want people to like you, to hug you and tell you you smell nice, you should have this scent in your spring tray. Kate Spade, Shere. This is such a mood booster. Very, very lovely spring fragrance. It's fruity, sweet, floral, citrus, musky. This one was launched last year, 2023. Top notes we have raspberry, red currant, and mandarin orange. Middle notes are sweet pea and jasmine, and base notes are musk and white woods. Great scent for the office, any day occasion, for young girls, as a gift to your mother. Bottle itself, it's not that intriguing, but the scent, it's wonderful. I sprayed it at 8 a.m, lasted fairly nice till 2 or 3 p.m. Of course, towards the end it was very close to the skin, but you could still smell it on your skin, which is really nice. This scent reminds me Jimmy Choo Blossom, and it's also a very happy, bright scent, great for spring. And I spoke about that fragrance so many times that I didn't include her in this video, but you can check my older videos as well. So if you are a fan of Jimmy Choo Blossom, or it is difficult to find in your country, Kate Spade Shere might be a choice for you. For powdery lovers, I have here Jean Paul Gaultier Label Fleur Terrible. I know this is difficult to find. Now you have the newer version, a bit changed notes. It's Label Paradise Garden. I haven't had chance to smell it. I'm most probably gonna get it because I love the bottle. I think it's a masterpiece, and I love the scent itself. This is really bright, powdery opening. After the dry down, like after 10-20 minutes, you will have a linear scent, which is still beautiful. This is beautiful from the opening till the end. Longevity, also around 6 hours. I sprayed Kate Spade Shere and this one on my hands at the same time, and they were, towards the end, yes, they were very skin scent, but you could still feel them. What was a big disappointment for me is that the new one, Label Paradise Garden, has only different top note, Blue Lotus, where this one has in the top White Lily. So let me tell you the notes, guys. So Label Fleur Terrible. Top notes, Water Lily, middle notes, Iris and Vanilla. And it was launched in 2022, so this was 2 years ago, where the new one, the Paradise, Garden Paradise, is launched this year. I don't believe that there will be such a big difference between fragrances. The new one has already very positive comments, so that's really good. If you have this one in your collection, definitely keep it. It's wonderful. If you can find it somewhere, just buy it because the scent is really nice. So one of the best spring powdery scents. I also like from powdery scents Carolina Herrera 212 Rosette. This is really nice as well, and easier to find. So this is it, guys. Bye.